If you manage contacts, otherwise known as activists within Action Network, you can actually upload them in bulk to save yourself a ton of time. In this Action Network tutorial, I'll show you how to upload in bulk using a CSV file, which you can download using tools like Excel or Google Sheets. So once we're in Action Network and we're on the activists page, you could add them manually one by one. But of course, if you have a list of, 50, 100, or 1,000, whatever it may be, clearly you're not going to want to manually upload one by one. So what we're going to have to do is head on over to People and skip Activists and go all the way down to Uploads. Here we can click on Add New Upload. And this is where we're going to upload our CSV file. Now, if you don't already have a CSV file, that's totally fine. You likely have a spreadsheet filled with activists or contacts. And if that's the case, head on over to Excel, or in my case, I'm going to go over to Google Sheets and save it as a CSV file. And of course, if you don't already have a spreadsheet on the go, that's no big deal. You can simply copy and paste your contacts into a spreadsheet. So this is my spreadsheet here. You can't really see, but I do have my contacts over on the left. I just didn't want to kind of share everyone's personal info, of course. Now that I'm ready, I'm going to head on up to File, hover over Download, and save as a CSV file. Now, if you are using a different tool, it will likely look kind of the same, File, Save As, or Download. So once you're ready, go ahead and save your file to your computer, and then we'll head on back to Action Network. One thing I should have mentioned is that in my spreadsheet, I had a column for the first name, the last name, and email address. You could, of course, add more information, maybe like their address or their phone number, but those were the fields or the columns that I went with. Once we're ready, we can click on the Browse for a File link here, or simply drag and drop it into place. As you can see, the new email addresses sheet that I saved from Google Sheets is now uploaded here. And next, we're going to simply give it a title. Of course, go ahead and give it whatever title makes sense for you on your end. And then we can also add tags to the list of people that we're uploading. So in my case, I would like to tag them with our regular newsletter email list. And then that way they're going to get all of the emails that I send out to that particular list. So we'll click on the tags field here and simply search for the right ones. You could add multiple tags if you'd like. I am just sticking to the one for now. We'll head on down the screen here to review a few options before moving on. The first one here, we have resubscribe activists who have previously unsubscribed to the list. Now, in most cases, you are not going to want to do this. This is in the event that, someone unsubscribed for your list and now you're kind of like forcefully putting them back on, which is not what you want to do in most cases, unless there was like a mistake or something and you want to add them back. The second one here says unsubscribe activists from the email list who match the uploaded file. And in our case, I want to add everyone to the list. So I'm going to leave that one unchecked as well. And then under mobile, we also have subscribe only activists who have not previously unsubscribed to the mobile list, which I'm leaving, and then unsubscribe activists from the mobile list who match the uploaded file. So all four of these I'm leaving blank. It's obviously up to you whether or not you want to check any of them off. And then here, you will often want to overwrite the activist data. So let's say you have a new list and it is the most current information. You would like to, in most cases, overwrite the data with your most recent list. So I'll go ahead and check that off. And then there are a few more other options that you can look through here. Now, again, I'm going to leave these blank. This does come in handy sometimes if you're deleting activists. So this one says delete activists who match the email/mobiles in the uploaded file. And then I'm also going to skip the start time. All right, so I'll go ahead and confirm that the activists being subscribed in this upload have opted in to receive emails or messages from us. And of course, you'll want to do the same. Once we're ready, we'll hit upload and match fields. As I mentioned, I did add a column for the first name, last name, and email address. So I'll go ahead and match it to what's available here. So we've got first name, last name, and again, email. Once we're ready, we will simply hit Finish Upload. From there, you'll be taken back to the Uploads page where you can track the progress of your upload. Now, depending on how many activists you're adding, it might take a few seconds, a few minutes, 10 minutes, depending again on how many people you're uploading. In my case, and potentially yours as well, the progress is not moving at all. So I'm just going to refresh the page. And there you have it. The upload is complete. The progress does say 100%. We added a total of 23 people, 14 of which were new, and 0 were added to mobile. To learn more about your upload, you can click on it. Here you can see the upload type. You can also see who uploaded the file. So if you've got a team of a few of you, you can see which team member uploaded the file. We can also see the tags added. So in this case, it's our newsletter here, which tags were removed, and the fact that we added overwrite activist data. Last but not least, we can see the different fields that were uploaded, which were first name, last name, and email in our case. All right, so I hope that saves you a whole lot of time when it comes to adding activists to your Action Network account. For more Action Network tutorials, head on over to learn.calm.ca, and we'll see you in the next video.